Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. A lot of us work very hard and we try to get somewhere in life. We want to achieve something and we have our eyes on some big places, on some big heights, and we also want to rise to certain avenues. A lot of us want to leave a legacy behind in some area of our life. A lot of people want to reach heights in maybe the glamour industry, in acting, maybe in some industrial venture, or maybe some of us have just one big idea, just to be super rich and earn a lot of money. Many of you who consult me do ask this question about your financial status, and some of the youngsters, and when I'm talking of youngsters, I'm talking about people from the 18, 19 years up to 35 years of age, because I consider people up till almost 40 plus, just over 40 also to be young. They also ask this question, will I be a billionaire? Will I achieve a lot of money in life? Now, I want to give you a secret away. When you are trying to work very hard and in your astrological placements, if being super successful, being super rich, being able to reach a certain height is not given in your horoscope, then it is almost very difficult for you to be able to scale that height, because the zodiac has negated that result to you. Just like, and the astrological shlokas also tell us that. For example, wherever Ketu is placed, it is said that Ketu is a dhwaja or a flag which you have already posted in your earlier innings, because of which those places, those areas, those successes, those achievements, you have already been there and done that. You have already achieved them. That's why Ketu is placed in that house, placed in that sign. And where Rahu is placed, that is where your karma lies. Now, because we don't chase where Rahu is, we chase somewhere else, because we are looking at somewhere else. So Rahu keeps reminding us by adding its strength more and its strength more, eventually leading you into a different channel altogether. So Rahu, to start off with, is not a very strong malefic planet. We add to its maleficity. It is like you need to take care of your health. You're not taking care of your health. You're adding toxins more and more and more. So what happens to your body? One fine day, because you're adding more toxins in your body, and your body is supposed to be something which is useful for you, helpful for you, but what does it do? It agitates. It puts up a strong action through giving you flares in through your skins, through maybe a challenge in your visceral organs, maybe your cholesterol shoots up, maybe even a heart attack. So similarly, Rahu also behaves that way. So many of us, it's a good thing to work on in your life on a design, having a design in your life, having a plan in your life, and working towards it to be able to achieve things, superlative things, and wanting also to do something more for the industry, for society at large, to leave a strong legacy behind. Some of us may want to do some great things just to help a lot of other people. Maybe we want to be a Mark Zuckerberg, getting that much money only to give it off 90% of it in charity. 10% of it still means you will still be a very big billionaire. But is it given in your horoscope? And is it possible that you completely go against your horoscope, negate all results, and still be able to achieve those results? Show me one horoscope where the zodiac completely said this is not possible and you still did it, or that person still did it. Maybe 1 in a million you will be able to show that person who has been able to achieve. But how do you know they were astrological placements and not good karma which was supporting that person? Because this is a rarity, very scant rarity, which means that just because of you having a design in life, a plan in life, working very hard, trying to put in all hours of your work or your sleep all into that, you will still not be able to achieve, because the zodiac is negating that. And that's why it's important for us to understand the zodiac's placements, the planetary placements, and then be able to milk those placements. And I've said this in almost all my videos, that check where your yogas are, check where your doshas are, check where the placements are, and then be able to use them to your advantage. If you are making a design which is completely against your astrological placements, then you will not achieve success. your whole life will go in cynicism, your whole life will go in bitterness, your whole life may go in frustration. And hence, in a certain way, it is not a bad idea to get your horoscopes checked early so that you know which areas to work on and which areas to avoid. Some of us may have very good interest in certain areas. For example, we may want to be an industrialist, say for example start our own cosmetic company, but our Venus is badly damaged, Rahu is not very strong, Jupiter is not helping us out. How will we be able to achieve super success in the cosmetic world when the zodiac is not able to help us? And on top of that, if Sun is debilitated, then you don't get anywhere. So it's important for us to be able to understand what is the design of the zodiac, then use it to our advantage, which means a lot of us who live a life by default, and you will be able to see this in the lives of people who have been very, very successful. A lot of things in their lives have happened by chance, not because of they themselves wanting to be big. When Bill Gates invented Windows and menu driven, he didn't know he will be able to get that kind of a success that he achieved, and it suddenly the world fell at his feet, and he then realized that this is something really, really path breaking. Same thing happened with Facebook. When Mark Zuckerberg started off with Facebook, he didn't think that it will be such a huge global success. The same thing with Amazon, the same thing with Dell computers. None of these people had in mind that I'm going to make something so huge, so great, I'm going to get super successful. None of them started that way. Some of them dropped out of school not because they thought they will be super rich, they will be the richest people in the world. No, they started off by dropping off from school because they wanted to do something which they wanted to do, they love to do, but who took them on that path? The zodiac showed them a chance, gave them that opportunity, and they used it. So what I'm saying is, or what I'm telling you is, that the zodiac will keep giving you an opportunity, will keep showing you a path. If you don't identify those opportunities, if you don't go on the path, then you will be losing out. If you're so engrossed on one tangent in life, just looking at that, not looking at your astrological placements, not looking at where the strengths are, which direction the zodiac is pointing toward, then you will end up being very cynical, very frustrated, and the losers. I'm sorry to use this word, but that's what will happen to you. I'm not talking about losers from not being able to achieve nothing. I'm saying you may still be able to achieve a lot, but I'm saying that there may be something greater which is in lieu for you to be able to get more success, and that's why understanding your astrological placements is very, very important. It is pertinent. It is almost sacrimonious if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to identify the placements in your horoscope and take them forward. Today I'm going to show you the life and the horoscope of somebody who by default of the zodiac, given superlative placements in her horoscope, is able to achieve super success and is one of the youngest billionaires in the world, and that too a woman. And her name is Kylie Jenner, coming from the Kardashian family, from one of the family members, Kim Kardashian. I did a video just a few days back, and that's when it clicked to me, why not do a video on the life of Kylie Jenner, because at the same time somebody contacted me and asked me, can I be a super billionaire, and I didn't see those placements. So it's better to know the truth in your horoscope and know which path you can move towards, because what happens is, if you're chasing a dream only from money and the money is negated, but there may be some other area beyond money, but looking at fame, where that doors of that zodiac is opening, the door that the zodiac is opening for you, why wouldn't you want to look at those doors? Why won't you want to get into those doors? The door is left ajar a little bit. The transits, the dasha periods are important for us, and they open that door for us during that period. If you don't put your foot into the door closes, only to open up maybe years later, but you have lost that opportunity. So the thing that I'm telling you today through the horoscope, which I'm going to show to you today, is that sometimes living the life by default looking at opportunities after understanding your horoscope, not just living your life by default saying, okay, I'll get up today, let's see how the day goes. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying understand your horoscopic placements, understand what the yogas are, which direction they are pointing, which tangent they want to take you, go on that tangent, and then you will find that opportunities will be given to you. And then when the opportunities are given to you, identify those opportunities and take them. If the opportunity is coming to you from the front where you have not initiated it, then it's coming directly from the zodiac. Understand it, identify it, and milk it to your advantage. So let's jump into the horoscope of Kylie Jenner and see how the zodiac given opportunity is given to somebody and the person milks it with hardly any effort. So the horoscope of Kylie Jenner for you. Now this is the horoscope of Kylie Jenner. She was born in the year 1997. Her ascendant is that of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very auspicious ascendant because Sagittarius also has the 9th house energies, the most auspicious house in the horoscope. Now her birth nakshatra is Swati, ruled by Rahu, and Rahu is placed in the 9th house itself, which the Sagittarius also has energies of, and Rahu is placed with Mercury and Venus. So she was born with the probability of having super success connected with glamour. Why glamour? Because Venus and Rahu are placed together, and Venus rules the 11th house of huge societal success and overcoming all competition and connecting success over competition to achieve super success. This is also because Mars is placed in the 11th house and aspects both the 5th house, which Mars also rules, and Mars also aspects the 8th house of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Now the surprising thing for her horoscope is that her Lagna Lord Jupiter is placed in its debilitation sign in Capricorn. However, Jupiter is retrograde. Now we know Parashar tells us that a planet which is debilitated but retrograde in fact gives the results of an exalted planet. But where is Jupiter, the Lagna Lord, placed? In the 2nd house of family. And where is her 2nd house of income, livelihood placed, which is Saturn? Again in the 4th house of family, in her own home. And Saturn also rules the 3rd house of effort, which means money and effort are with family, and money is connected strongly with family. So she is born into a family of glamour, she is born into a family of wealth, and family becomes the source for her super wealth. And hence when she was just 10, she started off with the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which ran for almost 14 years, which ended only this year. And even before it ended up, while she was only in her teens, she started her own cosmetic company. She was also a part of a supermodel series, and she became a billionaire only in her teenage years. So let's see how her astrological placements help her. So while Rahu and Venus give her the probability of super success in the glamour industry, her Lagna Lord Jupiter placed in the 2nd house means she will be born in the family of money, and her career will be connected to family, and through that she will make her money. Why high money? Why super money? Because Saturn is placed in the sign of Pisces, ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is placed in a retrograde debilitated, which means exalted placement in the 2nd house of money, and Jupiter is also her Lagna Lord. So she joins her family, she makes money from it, and the 5th house, the house of media, of glamour, doing what you love to do, what you like to do, that Lord Mars goes into the 11th house, and with Moon is the planet which rules the 8th house of the make-believe, the media world, and that's why the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, later on her own show named after her, both of them met with huge success and put her on the top of super successful models and super successful media people. This is also strong placement with Mars and Moon in a Chandramangal yoga, very very powerful yoga, especially in the 11th house. And I've said this multiple times that the 11th house is the key to your success. as well as Aquarius. Now Aquarius is the third sign and its Lord Saturn is placed in the 4th house. But you will see that Ketu is placed in Aquarius but in the 3rd house of effort. What does it mean? Ketu does not allow her to work hard. Ketu negates hard work for her, which means she doesn't need to do much hard work to get where she is. She is spotted, she gets an opportunity with family, she gets an opportunity with friends, she gets an opportunity to the cosmetic company, she launches her own brand and gets successful. Anything that she does connected to the 5th house, connected to glamour world, connected to foreign, she will get super success. Now let's look at her relationships. With whom does she have a relationship or get into a relationship? Her 7th lord is Mercury, placed with Venus in the 9th house with Rahu, which means she meets people or men who are not from her same color. She starts dating them, falls in love with them, and she has multiple dating opportunities because Rahu is placed here with the 7th lord and with also the 11th lord Venus. So she meets super successful people who themselves come from the glamour industry because Venus is placed 11th from itself. She starts dating them, but her relationship also goes through ups and downs because Jupiter, the Karaka of men in their life, is retrograde. So Jupiter does give her exalted results by virtue of getting super successful men in her life from the glamour industry. However, her relationships are short-lived because Jupiter being retrograde. However, those relationships also don't do much damage to her because Jupiter is still giving her exalted results, and so she is already the mother of one child and she is expecting a second child with Scott Travis, who himself is a super successful media person in spite of falling in and out of those relationships and dating other people as well. When you look at the Navmansh, her Navmansh also gave us super success because Rahu and Venus here are directly placed in the 5th house. And where are they placed? In the sign of Sagittarius, which is the Lagna in a D1 chart. So Rahu and Venus placed in the Sagittarius sign is almost as good as Rahu and Venus which are placed in the 9th house in the D1 and going into the Lagna itself. The second thing, Saturn, which rules the 2nd house of income, goes into his own sign of Aquarius in the 7th house and with Sun. That's why she has got super success in establishing her own cosmetic company, because the 7th house is the house of business, and because it is in Aquarius, huge success, becoming a large company. And why cosmetics? Because Mercury, which denotes skin, rules the 2nd house, placed in the 3rd house in the sign of Libra, which is the Mool Trikona Rashi of Venus, and Venus and Rahu are placed in the 5th house. And Navmansh gives the actual placement of a Jupiter. Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer in her Navmansh chart, and Jupiter rules both the 5th house of media success as well as success in the make-believe world, in the TV, in the media industry, especially with Moon and Jupiter exchanging signs. So friends, when you look at such a horoscope where almost everything is given to you on a platter, you don't need to do much. Opportunity comes along to you, you just go along with the opportunity. How much a choice does a 10-year-old have? That's what Kylie Jenner was. She was just 10 years of age when she landed up in this serial, in the TV series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. After that, she has never looked back. All the opportunities after that have come to her, where people wanted to tie up with her, cosmetic companies wanted to work with her like Balmain and others. I don't even know whether I'm pronouncing their name right, but through that she has got super success. She will continue to get super success through her Saturn Dasha till 2034. However, 2025 to 26, that 1 year is a little crucial year for her. Let's see what happens to her life during that year. Definitely some ups and downs may come in. However, the larger point is that some opportunities will be given to us. It is for us to identify where the opportunity that the zodiac is giving to us, rather than keep working on a direction where nothing is going to come by for us. So please understand your horoscopes well, understand your placements well, understand the yogas well, and then try to move in that direction. Working in a direction where the zodiac is almost giving you no results, the karma is also not helping you, you will work very hard, you will surely get somewhere, but super success will elude you. I'm not saying that you will still get super success just by understanding your horoscopic placement, but at least you will have less chance of failure and more chance of success, and getting slightly more success than where you may lead without looking at the design of the zodiac that the zodiac has for you. So friends, understand your horoscope and lead a life of design, looking at what the design of the zodiac is and bringing them together. Then milk your horoscope, milk the placements, so that you get more success and actual success that you deserve, which the zodiac also has in line for you. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.